Nigga, what you gonna say when you jogging down the street and he running up on you, huh? What you gonna say when you driving down the road and he get pulled over, huh? Nigga, what you gonna say? Niggas dying every day. You march and you pray, but nothing ever changed. Nigga, what you gonna say? What you gonna say, huh? Nigga, what you gonna say? Niggas dying every day. You march and you pray. Nothing ever changed. Nigga, what you gonna say?
That's right, nigga, keep walking. You heard what I said when I'm talking. What you gonna say in the coffin? Round here, niggas die often. All this protesting and marching. What y'all think y'all Malcolm and Martin? Black lives don't matter in the projects. And now y'all wanna press charges? That nigga really wasn't jogging. That nigga out here robbing. That's part of y'all niggas' problem. Don't take time to get knowledge. Don't take time to get to know the facts. Then you wanna say that we hold you back. Blame everything on because you're black. I think everybody heard enough of that, huh? This situation's so typical. We gon' get rid of you. Niggas is criminals, acting like animals. We are so sick of you, making this difficult. We indivisible, united we stand. Home in the brave. Even Kanye said you chose to be slave. Those were the days when this country was great.
What you gonna say when your son's at the park and he playing cops and robbers, huh? What you gonna say? They don't see him as a child, they just see him as a target, huh? What you gonna say? Kids dying every day. When they stalk you like prey, cause they see you as a slave, nigga, what you gonna say? What you gonna say? Nigga, what you gonna say? Kids dying every day. When they stalk you like prey, cause they see you as a slave. Nigga, what you gonna say?
Of course you gonna lie, that's your native tongue. Your father was the devil when you Satan's son. Not only just a lie, but a rapist, huh? So I'm training my daughter how to raise a gun. I ain't really interested in no gun fashion. I got me a weapon, cause I need protection. Plus I got the blessings of my ancestors. Can't you see this Hey-Roo symbol on my necklace? Trying to practice white supremacy, that's your true religion. It's running through your genes, that's a euphemism. You use the name of Jesus like you's a Christian, but you just a meth head, and that's why your tooth is missing. Black lives matter, really, that ain't what the matter is. They only hate you cause they know that black matter lives. Fear for their life, I see what the pattern is. Villainize the victim through media apparatuses. And these corporations get greedier, man, they savages. Border education misleading you, isn't that a bitch? Mass incarceration was genius because the catalyst was the war on drugs, but the war was really on blackness. Damn, it's diabolical what they practice, fam. We too preoccupied with these fashion brands. If we was focused and we developed the code, then possibly we could have broke up out of this madness.
At Take 5, you
You recognize this technique? Huh? 5 elements. You remember.
Somebody in the house say yeah. Wow. Pull the foot down, represent.
I think I'm Ghostface, Raekwon, purple tape, napalm, Rainy Days was a great song. 10 fire emojis, face palm. Wait for him. The God takes his time. He studied knowledge itself. Circa 85. Not to dwell on the past, these are the greatest times. Peace to those who survived the Ronald Reagan crime era, the sentence disparities, etc. The list goes on and on and on. It's a plethora. Too many injustices. Don't want to be redundant. If the 13th Amendment loophole wasn't enough to light a fire under your ass, then you gon' die a sucker. Don't want to unite with you. I don't want nothing from you, but a lot of distance. I was overly optimistic, but everybody ain't gon' make it. It was written. Too many black girls lost, and even at this hour, niggas street dreaming. Would've thought that they gave you power. Watch them niggas, cause they ain't get the message. Time to take affirmative action. Peace and blessings. I think I'm Ghostface. Raekwon, Purple Tape, Napalm. That 23rd letter raised me right. I got 5% lessons in my lyrical DNA. I think I'm Ghostface. Raekwon, Purple Tape, Napalm. That 23rd letter raised me right. I got 5% lessons in my lyrical DNA. I think I'm just a genius. Liquid swords, mastered the 64 squares on the chessboard. My 8 pawns regulating the fort. My clan in the front do investigative reports. We in the 4th chamber, all I see is war and danger. Gotta label my inner demons and all the strangers. My horsemen got their eyes on the sparrow, and snipers on top of both castles with long barrels. The archbishop holding a double-sided blade. It's a cold world, niggas be coming sideways. Basic instructions before leaving Earth was written in the holy tablets way before I was birthed. Let's go beneath the surface with amplified samples. High price, small reward, that ain't a wise gamble. We cover every direction, you know what that means. The strongest piece on this whole team is my black queen. I think I'm Ghostface, Raekwon, Purple Tape, Napalm. That 23rd letter raised me right. I got 5% lessons in my lyrical DNA. I think I'm Ghostface, Raekwon, Purple Tape, Napalm. That 23rd letter raised me right. I got 5% lessons in my lyrical DNA.
It's just the love, man, the love and the loyalty, and the way they was doing it, man. It was just so sharp, man.
Pull the foot down, represent BAM.
Of course, we are lyrical assassins, and we are aware that the tongue is symbolic of the sword. You know what I'm saying? So we work with it like that.
Pull the foot down, represent BAM.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.
I got 5%. I got 5% lessons in my lyrical DNA.
Black.
Hey,
What's
welcome.
What's goody? What's goody? What's goody?
Good.
Thumbs up, Godcast Tribe. Thumbs up, Godcast Tribe. Welcome everybody to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God Sincere Love, and I am here with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl.
Hey.
And this is another FBA Expo Vendors Edition of the Black Business Showcase. So y'all come on up in here, man. Share this thing out on your social media platforms. Let everybody know that we live right now. And we're going to be chopping it up with another dope guest for y'all this evening. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Nicety?
I'm doing good. What's up to my sister Crown 808? Iron Wheel, what's up, God family?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And before we get started, gotta say happy birthday to my mama.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mama Love. She's not going to be in the chat tonight. She's turning up with the girls.
Oh, what? Okay. Well, you know, she deserves it.
Girls.
Turn up, Mama. Turn up, Mama Love. Happy birthday. Gorgeous. Enjoy your evening with the ladies. Turn all the way up. Have a shot for me.
Yeah. They're going to see some shows and stuff like that. And so they chilling. They chilling right now, man. Happy birthday.
She's back in New York?
To my mama. No, they in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
In Myrtle Beach. They got some shows going on out there. I think she said Michael Jackson and Tina Turner impersonators or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know, but they chilling. They chilling.
Good for her.
All right. And so other than that, of course, got to remind y'all to get our book. Bam.
Boom.
This joint right here. Seven's Big Move. Volume 1 of 7, The Superhay Rule. It is available right now at godcastbooks.com. That is godcastbooks.com, where you can get our first children's book, Seven's Big Move. Go get that right now. Of course, y'all got to go stream the album. The CDs are sold out. Y'all can't get the CDs no more. But the album is available on all streaming platforms. The Masses Table, Sincere Love to God, DJ RP Beats. Go check that out. That Purple Tape joint that was just playing is off the album. And so if you like that joint, you definitely need to hear the rest of the album. Go check it out. Go stream all of our stuff, man.
All of it.
Beats, DJ RP Beats, Sincere Love to God. And by the way, condolences to my brother, DJ RP Beats, by the way, too. He lost his mom yesterday. She lost her battle with cancer. Rest in peace to her. Condolences to my brother. Hold your head, King.
Sending love and light. I can't even imagine that. My mom just had, a surgery yesterday herself. My mom's 75 years old, the only parent that I've ever had in my life. So I can't even imagine, what that feeling is like. I honestly, when I was told, I was just like, I don't even know what to say. Sometimes you don't even have the words. You don't feel like you have the words of comfort that you can give someone who loses someone, that they love so much, the mom, the parent, Right. So again, sending love and light to you, RP Beats, we love you.
Right. Yes, indeed. And so, any other announcements before we get started? Our glasses, what's going on?
Volume 2 and 3 will be out, pretty soon, y'all. Pretty soon. So yeah, be looking out for volume 2 and 3 of 7 the Superhay Rule. Volume 2 will be 7. What is it called? The Big Chop. And I don't want to say what the volume 3 name is yet. I want to save that one.
Why you want to save that one?
I don't know. I just feel like it's cool.
You saving that for?
I don't know.
I think we said it a couple of times on here, actually.
I don't think we said it.
Not that it was the name of the book. Not that it was the name of the book, but we've been kind of throwing it around a little bit.
Yeah.
On the broadcast, you know what I'm saying?
Well, then we should maybe have a little trivia as we're ready to, drop the cover and all that stuff. Maybe have a little trivia, see if some people can, figure it out. Maybe go back and look at a few shows and see, what will we drop it in here that we would name that book. Maybe have a little fun with it.
Right. And also, once again, shout out to my sister Colette. Make sure y'all go visit canningwithcolette.com. That's canningwithcolette.com. She teaches food preservation and with the method of canning, through the method of canning. And so she teaches you how to save and preserve your food in jars so that you can have food just in case of any emergencies and stuff like that. You can have food in your house long term. It'll stay fresh for you for a long time. So go check her out. Get her stuff. She got courses. She got books. She got jars,
jellies, and jams,
all type of stuff.
And if I showed y'all my jars, like I've already ordered twice, and I've also ordered for family members because they like it. That's how good it is. You'll never buy Smuckers or whatever those other brands are ever again once you taste Sister Colette's jellies and jams. So get it. My favorite, of course, is going to be the peach cobbler. That's my favorite. My son's favorite is the apple. But you may find you a favorite on there. So make sure you tap in with her and get the book, take a class, and of course, buy the jelly. Also, she has merch. She has teas, she has hats, and she also has these cute little bags, which I got my mom one.
So I don't know if y'all can scan that code, but if you can, go ahead and scan that code right there. But it's canningwithcolette.com. Can while you can, ladies and gentlemen.
Can while you can. I love that.
And so let me let y'all know who we got on the set tonight. Family, so we can get this thing started. Again, like, share, subscribe, all of that YouTube stuff. And so tonight we chopping it up with the Ticket Plug, ladies and gentlemen. The Ticket Plug is a resale marketplace and ticket broker management and development network. The Ticket Plug specializes in providing customers with access to tickets for comedy, concerts, festivals, sports, theater, and more. The Ticket Plug provides resources and opportunities to new and existing ticket brokers looking to sell tickets online and generate profitable income consistently. And so, without further ado, I would like to introduce to you our guest for this evening, AP, the Ticket Plug. Peace, man.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for having me. I'm extremely excited to be here tonight to chop it up. As I like to say, preach the gospel of reselling tickets online, because it's real. We have, I know there's a lot of stuff out there, different investment opportunities and things of that sort. We actually have something that, we can stand on. And so, again, excited to bring that to you, your audience. And again, thank you for having me. And just one side note for everyone watching, I'm a little under the weather. So if I sound a little funny, that's because I'm a little congested. But, I mean, it's not going to stop the game that's going to be delivered tonight.
Right.
Indeed. Appreciate you being with us, fam. Godspeed on your recovery. And welcome to the Godcast.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Godcast. And so, AP, right? Go by AP?
Yes, AP the Plug with the Ticket Plug, founder of the Ticket Plug. Been selling tickets online for almost a decade, 9 years to be.
Wow.
Well, depending on how you want to count it, almost a decade. Because technically, I started in 2013. That's actually when I bought my first ticket. But I don't think I made my first sale until 2014. So I don't know where you want to start with that.
Well, yeah, we'll take us back, man. That's how we do it around here. We like to get the origin story. Right. So you can tell us a little bit about yourself, and then tell us how you got started selling tickets and teaching other people how to sell tickets.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to be brief. A lot of what I do is I talk a lot in terms of what we have, and I'm just so excited because it's just something that I know is revolutionary and something that's going to change the game for our industry. But just to kind of start back with me, and my wife, she's watching. So hey, wifey, how you doing, baby?
Hey, wifey.
Right, because she hates that. I always bring this story up, but she kind of hates it because it was like just But basically, what happened was, in a nutshell, I was talking to a female, and I like to plan ahead. I'm a person that kind of, I think ahead. I'm a critical thinker. I'm always planning ahead. That's just who I am. So I ended up copping 2 tickets for Cat Williams at Constitution Hall in D.C. And what happened was, basically, by the time Christmas came around, we went separate ways. She wasn't really feeling me no more, whatever. And I ended up having to put those tickets up on StubHub. Put them up on StubHub. Created me an account. Well, actually, I already had an account. So I just went ahead and just threw them on there. And, they sold, it was almost like a 3X, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that. I ended up making like $300 or something like that in profit, something of that sort. And so that's what kind of triggered the idea of, I can do this and make money by just buying a ticket and then listing it for sale online. All right. So that was kind of like the idea behind it. That kind of just triggered that. And then I did it again the next month. So the next month I went to the box office. I went down to the box office, grabbed some tickets. It was actually for Mike Epps. This is when I was in Richmond, Virginia. I want to say it was the National Theater, or it's the Altria today. That's what it's called now, but I can't remember what it used to be called. But maybe Landmark. But the point is that I grabbed those tickets. Actually those were physical paper tickets. You know what I'm saying? Something that's kind of extinct today. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really extinct, but they've kind of phased that out completely in today's time. Obviously, post-COVID, post-pandemics, all that type of stuff. So, anyways. I actually ended up selling those tickets. You know what I'm saying? I actually created some listings on Craigslist, got some off on StubHub. So that was my first kind of like listing up in multiple areas. I went to Craigslist, went to StubHub, you know what I'm saying, and got those tickets off. And so I got those off, made another $200 or something like that. And, from there, it was just, it was up from there. I started to experiment. I called one of my business partners. His name is Chris the Plug. He's not on tonight, but he's, he's been right in the trenches with me for the last almost decade, and we've been just buying and selling tickets. Have a lot of ups and downs. Took a lot of losses. Took a lot of W's. Obviously, more W's than losses. That's kind of like the operation. That's kind of how the business model is set up. And we're here today after a pandemic. And when I mean by that, also is a ticket bear market, as I like to say. We're everything kind of stopped for our industry. Live events. March 13th, 2020, that was the last day, going from, bringing 30,000 a week to zero, having to deal with refunds and stuff like that. So, being able to make it on the other side of that, and then coming into, we're basically in a bull run. We're in a bull market in our industry. I knew it would be a great time to go ahead and put out the membership program that I have been preparing. We've been preparing since about 2017, and so we got it out last year, April 2022, and it's been doing pretty well. You can everyone is watching on the sound of my voice. If you go to thetickettrap.com, again, thetickettrap.com is right here, on the screen, sliding on the slider. You'll see exactly what our membership program has done since April 2022, and we're going to continue to do that. And I'm a part of the membership program as well as all the other members that we have as well. So,
can you talk about that membership? Break that down. What the membership includes, entails.
Yeah. So the membership. So I guess let me start with first. What do we do? So the membership is a private ticket resale membership program, and the key word I like to tell folks is private. This means that we have something special. We have something that is empowering. You can do this, as a new business. You can do this. You can add this into your existing business. This is a situation where you're basically taking capital, cash, credit, whatever combination, both, however you, bring it together. You take the capital, you put something, you basically flip your bread. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes I'll tell our members, I'll tell folks, I sell tickets, but that's kind of like the underlying thing. We really manage capital. You know what I'm saying? We take money, put it in tickets, put those tickets, list those tickets for sale across thousands, hundreds and thousands of marketplaces. We call them secondary marketplaces. Those are the resale marketplaces, things like StubHub, Game Time, TickPick, Ticket Network, Ticketmaster Resale, SeatGeek. I mean, it's just count the ticketplug.com, all the mom and pops, we're like kind of quote unquote like a mom and pop. StubHub, those are like the big corporate resale marketplaces. And so we list them up, get those sales done, execute those sales, and then also take care of our fulfillment. And we just do it over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? It's just a situation where we profit on a consistent basis. Now that's what we
cleaned up for the Renaissance tour, huh?
So we did. We're doing pretty well. Mm-hmm. We're doing pretty well with Beyonce's tour. It's funny because I'm sure that's generally what the general public will always think first come to mind. That's the best thing to go for, and that's actually some of the worst stuff you can go for, to be honest. Oh. And so it's funny, right, from this side of the fence in terms of reselling. Now, yes, we have fans. I have family, friends, people that know me that want tickets. Yes, it's those orders, those direct orders, those are all great. Even the resale game has been good because I know how to play it because we have expertise. But understand, our industry is about what we do is about supply versus demand. You know what I'm saying? The supply is the amount of tickets. You know what I'm saying? The capacity. Think of it that way. The capacity, the amount of tickets that's available. And then demand is obviously the people that want to go, people that's going to pay for those tickets, that the fans and stuff like that. Now, Beyonce, she did stadiums. So stadiums hold like 60,000 and up. You know what I'm saying? Some stadiums hold 100,000 seats. So that's a lot of supply. And so if you don't know what you're doing, and I've seen this countless times, and even if you do know what you're doing, there's times where you will end up taking losses. So this is a situation where this is why we have the membership program, because we provide our members with resources, experience, strategies, all that type of stuff, so they can be successful with doing this. Not to say that you should not get any Beyonce tickets. Again, I've made money on Beyonce. I've lost money selling Beyonce tickets as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's not cut dry just Beyonce or any name. No name is bigger than the setup. It's all about the setup and how the play comes together. All right. So I just want to make sure that's clear. But that's something that your audience, viewers, you'll understand more. If you are a part of our membership program, because we give you all that, all that type of stuff, all that game, that guidance, and all that.
So the membership program is kind of like a course.
All right, so let me kind of go through some of the stuff that we do have, and I really wish I could share my screen because I can really show you all. I can.
Are you on a phone or a computer?
I'm on the computer.
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Oh man, this is perfect.
There should be something that says present or share screen underneath your picture.
Okay, let's see if I can do this thing. Let me see screen.
And so another thing I want to ask you too before I forget is there like a distribution system that distributes all of your supply to these different platforms, StubHub and all these different places, or do you got to manually put them on different platforms?
Yes, there is a distribution system. If my screen is being shared, you're looking at it actually.
I'm gonna put
it's not yet. There we go.
Okay, hopefully you can see. Okay, yeah, so you can see, everybody can see. So yeah, so this is what we call a point of sale. This is something that we, anybody can go get. This is basically a tool that you can use to. There's at least one element, you know what I'm saying? It's a few other different soft pieces of software, stuff like that you want to go after, but this is just one element to it. And this will allow for you to get that mass distribution, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, meaning that your tickets will be able to broadcast across StubHub, SeatGeek, Game Time, theticketplug.com, Ticket Network, Vivid Seats, and so many other secondary marketplaces all at once simultaneously, giving you mass distribution. And then when your tickets sell, they'll come down, across those platforms and stuff like that. So this is essentially what our members use to manage the inventory. As you can see, we have, these are all events that we have tickets for, you know what I'm saying? And again, it's not just myself, it's other members as well. And so that's kind of what it is. And yes, this is kind of what you do to manage it. Now we have, if you go to thetickettrap.com, and again, you see that below. And let me just pause real quick to say, if you're interested in buying tickets, we do that as well, though. We have a resale marketplace and stuff. And I know it always kind of gets pushed to the side because obviously the Ticket Trap, FPOP, our membership program, that's the main thing that is, really, is life-changing. It's helping folks out here. But I just want to make mention of that as well. We do both. Now, anyways, back to thetickettrap.com. That is our landing page. As you can see, we have our members results, as I stated already. We had a couple calls. So I know we chopped it up. I'm not sure we chopped it up. I know we were at the FBA Expo. So we were there as well. And so obviously that's what we're doing this call tonight. But we actually had an interest meeting following that. And so that was actually in June. We actually just had one following InvestFest. And so that's what we just had last Thursday. We had another interest meeting in Q&A, and that's basically where we kind of break everything down, the entire business model. It's too vast to kind of cover everything tonight, but you can check out our playback. It's on our YouTube channel, but it's a private link, so you have to go here to our website and click this link. So keep that in mind. You have to come here on the site, and you can click this flyer. You can click the link below it, and also on the website we have a few other things. The trap calculator, which is a way you can kind of estimate, because again, we're flipping money, we're flipping capital. So you're taking a certain amount of capital. We say minimally is $3,000. All right, to join our membership program, you want to minimally have $3,000. A good starting range is actually $5,000 to $15,000. All right, and then a target range. We because we set goals and targets, recommendations, stuff like that for our members. A target range is you want to be above 20,000 in terms of your buying power, what you're flipping. All right, that's the money you're going out and you're deploying into the market, meaning you're buying tickets for events in a strategic manner, and you're reselling. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it over and over. You're just flipping. You're just turning over your money.
All right, AP, let me pause you for a second. Oh no, my bad. Wrong button. Let me pause you for a second though.
Okay.
'Cause I just want to tell everybody that's watching us live right now, y'all need to send this out to at least 5 people right now and tell them to join this live, or they could check it out on the replay whenever they see that you sent them this link, because this is a very unique business right here. And I feel like a lot of game is being dropped on this episode right here that people could definitely benefit from. So share right now. Let everybody know that we live and we dropping some good information right here on Sincere Love the Godcast. All right, continue, my brother.
Yes. So so just kind of because like I said, I want to be kind of brief. It's kind of hard because it's so much, and like I said, I love kind of chopping it up about this type of stuff. What we got,
take your time.
Very proud of what we built. But ultimately, we have on here a calculator, so you can definitely check that out and see. You know what I'm saying? You can get it kind of an estimate. You know what I'm saying, in terms of the type of returns you can generate. Again, we have a disclaimer, and I got to be honest about it. There's internal and external factors that may alter the results. There's no guarantee you'll profit. You will get stuck with tickets if you sell enough tickets. That's part of the game, and take losses. But the key to success is to win way more than you lose and to compound your profits. All right, and that's kind of the situation. And when I say internal, what'd you say, King?
So it sounds like trading.
Yes, it's actually a lot of the stuff that I pattern is actually a little bit after trading. We'll get into that in a second. Because I trade Forex, also trade, or I'm a big investor in crypto. And so I've taken some of those elements and I've actually implemented them into our membership program we created. But I want to make a point about the internal and external factors, because I always do this, and it's a light that goes off for everybody. Internal factors are things that you control, meaning like you have to get your tickets listed. You know what I'm saying? If you buy a ticket and then wait till the day before to list it up, then you've lost an ample amount of days that you could have maybe sold your ticket. You know what I'm saying? So internal factors are things that you control, or maybe the software is failing. You know what I'm saying? Because the software sometimes can be faulty. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is always going to work, you know what I'm saying, to a T, especially in our industry where things are always changing and always, you know, there's all sorts of new things that are coming about. So that's internal. External would be like a Chris Rock getting slapped. You know what I'm saying? When he gets slapped, the ticket prices go up through the roof. Now where everybody's getting sales is a party. Or the baby getting canceled. The baby getting canceled, ticket prices going down. Nobody wants to go see him anymore. It's the craziest thing you ever see. That's part of how the game kind of works. You can't control that. You know, you can't control bad weather if you have an outdoor event. So things like that you cannot control, and it does impact the results. And this is why risk management is the key. And that's something that we have you know, strategies on. We have a thing called the ticket plug cash flow method. This is something that we you know, basically kind of teach you how to kind of flip your bread in a way that's responsible and managing you know, your capital properly. So look, so this is what I'm going to say here. We have a lot of information on the site. We have the calculator, we have the eligibility requirements, we have the rules and regulations, stuff like that. You know, things like rules and regulations, meaning like we don't use bots. Bots have been illegal since 2016. Shout out to Crystal Plug, he's in the chat. But bots have been illegal since 2016. So in our industry, we don't use them. We don't tolerate it. Members, you know what I'm saying? We don't. If we would have found out that a member was to do it, that member would be.
Talk about that a little bit before you continue. Talk about that a little bit. The whole legal aspect of that.
Yeah, so right. So reselling tickets is legal, and we have it in our FAQs right on the site as well. Go through the FAQs if you're really interested about this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to answer a whole lot of things. But reselling tickets is legal, especially online. I mean, that's why you see it everywhere. StubHub is marketing everywhere. Game Time's marketing to you all day long. Vivid Seats, all that type of stuff. So Ticketmaster resale, all that. So all that's legal. What's illegal, as to my knowledge, is the Bots Act, which of 2016 passed by Barack Obama, President Barack Obama, and basically that's you know, essentially what, you know, the way I kind of perceive it is basically you know, there's folks out here with these things that will automatically go out and buy, you know, 500 tickets in a minute, 1,000 tickets, you know what I'm saying, in 2 minutes or something like that, or 15,000 tickets in 12 hours or something, 2 hours, something like that. And so basically they have an unfair advantage, and they're actually used. All right, I want to be very clear.
They gotta be used.
Yeah, we understand the system that we're in. They're still, I suspect they're still being used. But the thing is, it's all about enforcement. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we can't do it. You understand? See, we're on code, and that's another thing about our membership program. See, it was built in the spirit of group economics, powernomics. That's kind of generally where we got the idea. That's why we're putting a gate around our situation. And so I say all that to say is that we kind of understand we have to play the game the straight and narrow way, because we understand the, you know, the system, white supremacy, anti-black racism, and how, like I said, we'll be the ones targeted over using these bots
immediately.
So, no question. So that's why it's not tolerated within our situation. Also, any fraud, so like we do background checks and stuff like that to vet you to come in. That's one of the things that we target as well. We don't deal with any fraud. People, I go through the airport all the time with loads and loads of credit cards and cell phones. As you can see right here, I got stacks of cell phones in front of me. And you know, folks may think I'm doing something like that, but I'm doing nothing of the sort. I'm just, you know, buying tickets and using the resources and the things that I have within my business structure. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
So I say all that to say, it is legal to sell tickets, but you got to be careful using bots. And again, those are these things that you can go. I mean, they still sell them. I've seen them online. You know, it's still online. You know what I'm saying? So people still sell them, but we don't tolerate in our membership program.
Cool.
All right. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention too is that we also have the full business model on our website as well. And so I will get into a few things. So I did talk about the buying power. All right. Because again, remember, it's really not that complicated. What we have is a membership program. We provide you with resources. I'm actually going to kind of softly cover those, in which, you know, we help you create a business or add to your business in terms of reselling tickets, practicing ticket resale. You know, that's the art of just buying tickets and then listing them up and selling for, you know, the goal is selling for a profit. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to buying power, I've already explained the buying power, the five, the minimally you want to bring 3K. You want to have a nice starter range is 5 to 15, and then a target range you want to be flipping a $20,000 or more. That should be your goal if you're not coming in already above that.
A month?
No, in terms of just what you have to flip.
Or to invest initially, the initial investment.
To initially deploy into the market. So like if you have $20,000, like I spent $20,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? I went ahead and bought, across different tours, you know what I'm saying, different artists, tickets for different comedians, artists, performers, stuff like that. It adds up, you know what I'm saying, going around buying the tickets. And so that's what I'm talking about when I say the buying power. You know what I'm saying? So when I say at the end of the day, think of it this way. If I take 20,000 and I put that into Drake, I buy, let's say I spread that around into 5 events. I put, you know what I'm saying, I put 4K in the 5 events. All right. And then those events sell, that comes back. That's buying power that I have to recirculate back into the market. You got it? Like, that's not money I just go and blow. Like, this, out of that sales, I take the profit, either I reinvest it or I extract it, but then I take that buying power and I recycle it. That means I'm going to buy, whatever else is out there, right? At the, that I'm looking at. You get what I'm saying? So hopefully that was clear in terms of the buying power. So what I'm saying, you should want to have something in circulation. So if you got 3 bands, you can put that in circulation. I mean, you can put that into the market. You can flip it between, it really comes down to your strategy. I mean, we tell folks based on your buying power, you know what I'm saying, you want to gauge how far down the road you invest in stuff. So if you got 3,000, I would assume you would be flipping that within events that are 3 to 4 weeks out. You know what I'm saying? You'll be deploying that capital. And then, you'll be turning that over. And again, we have a lot of strategies that we teach you. And we have a lot of resources as well that you can utilize to be successful. And so 3K for every $3,000 you're flipping, generally you should be making about a stack in terms of, again, that's our rule of thumb. That's our turnover rule of thumb. So that's not to say it's going to happen every time. That's to say that's kind of how you're on par with the investment, with the situation. All right. And so that's kind of everything that kind of goes along with the buying power. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Was that clear, or what you have any questions in regards to that buying power situation?
So
No.
I don't know why I keep hitting the wrong damn thing. So I think I understand it because, again, it sounds to me a lot like trading. And so, again, when it comes to trading, it shows you that inside your balance account. Like if you're on TD Ameritrade or whatever, it shows you how much buying power you have. So the buying power is your ability to get the contracts or get the stocks or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like the same thing. So you want to have a certain amount of buying power to deploy into the market, but you don't necessarily want to use that on one concert. That's just your buying power across
the board.
That's
board.
Good. Right. Good risk management says I wouldn't put it all in one concert. Right. Some people do it, have done it. I don't encourage it, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you can blow your account. You know what I'm saying? And the goal is always to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? To live to the next flip, because the next flip can present you again. It's right on the screen. Hopefully you guys are seeing it.
No.
Your most profitable sales, they're going to come in 30 to 200%. That's generally what we're talking about. Meaning that if I buy a ticket for $100, I'm getting back $130 to $200. You know what I'm saying? And generally, that's kind of like on average in terms of the profitable sales. Now, we have different ranges that you want to kind of identify and kind of fall in. So we have the jug profit range, and that's when you're doing over 30%. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's if you're doing over 30%, you're doing very, very well. Your business is operating well, your strategy, you're executing well on your strategies. You're doing great. You know what I'm saying? Now we have a target profit range of 20 to 30%. If you're in this range, this is, pretty much the average, where you should where everything should, when the dust settles, where everything should kind of fall in line for you. So, that's just kind of what it is. We preach the target range is kind of what you should always target for. And then we have other ranges as well. We have the humble profit range, which is kind of like 10 to 20%, 10 to 19%. It's kind of like humble profit, as we like to call it. And then we also have the break even and loss range, or the L range, as we like to say. So you get what I'm saying? Basically, you kind of just get your money back, and also that you can take losses, you know what I'm saying? Selling tickets as well. And that's real. When I say losses, I take losses all the time, especially as you start to set, the more volume you pick up, the more losses you're going to incur. It's almost like anything. It's almost like a business when you have more inventory in your store. You're going to have things what they call waste. You know what I'm saying? Where things are damaged or things are stolen or things just don't get sold and they expire. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the same thing when it comes to tickets. If you know, there's time, especially if we're talking about online. When you make a bad play or when a situation goes awry, it just is what it is. You got to move on to the next one, and that's why risk management is very, very key. But it's really, like I said, it's really not that complicated, and I don't like to make it sound too complicated.
All right.
Now,
so do you have to be like registered with any entities or anything like that where they know about you and your business, or you can just kind of do your thing on your own?
Yeah, so I mean, it's different. I mean, regulations are always for changing. You know, we're in a situation where our industry is always a new rule, new law, and something always to keep abreast on. And so that's obviously a good reason why you should always be a part of a community as well, because we help each other stay in the know and stuff like that. But to answer your question, what was your question again? I was rambling right there.
No, you kind of answered it. Or do you have to be? Are there any regulatory systems that you have to be registered with?
Right. So it just really depends on the jurisdiction and the situation. So, you know, in certain situations, if you're just doing things online and you're doing things, for example, through third parties, like we're selling our tickets on resale marketplaces. It's like going to Amazon. You get what I'm saying? It's like selling our tickets on eBay or Amazon. Like, so they handle the tax. You get what I'm saying? We pay taxes on our tickets. We circulate that. You know, we might do some stuff internally in terms of our system, how we list our tickets, but ultimately, we don't collect the tax from the sales from the buyer. You get what I'm saying? So,
but you pay taxes when you buy it.
What'd you say?
But you pay taxes when you buy the tickets.
Yes, just like everybody else. Correct. Just like when you buy anything, you pay sales tax. Correct. And again, and I'll say that to say it all depends on the jurisdiction. Some jurisdictions don't charge you sales tax on the tickets.
Gotcha.
So it just really comes down to jurisdictions, but it all depends on your setup. Like, we do stuff online, so typically we don't have to register for anything from, you know, there's no real registration that we have to go through besides a business entity registration, like with the state, like a normal one. But if you're doing stuff like in the streets, you know what I'm saying, you got booths, stuff like that, you're having a physical mom and pop type of operation, then yes, different locations require you to have different, you know what I'm saying, different licenses and stuff like that. So, but again, I don't really get too deep into that, because that's not our angle. We one of our selling points is that this is something you can do online. You can take your bread. All you got to do is learn the strategies. We put money in your pocket, because like, if you want, we can get into like the main plan and kind of like what we provide and all that type of stuff.
Yes, let's get it.
Okay, so we can just dive right into it. So let's see here. So our main plan is called FPOP Cartel. All right, we have 3 plans. FPOP Connect. That's if you want to sell tickets like us. All right. So that basically just gets you access to a list that we have. And I'll break that down in a second. We have FPOP Cartel. This is our most popular plan. This is the community. This is selling tickets with us. This is like when you get access to that sales tool that I had on the screen like this. You get an account. You get an opportunity to get your tickets loaded in and stuff like that. And so that's, you know what I'm saying? So it just comes with it's a more broad, it's like I said, it's the most popular plan. That's the key. That's the main one that most of our members fall into. And then we also have the FPOP, we have the FPOP certified, which is basically selling with us as a top seller. So if you're already if you're somebody out there that already, you're a nomad, as I like to say, you've been selling tickets on your own, you're looking for a home, a tribe to join, we can bring you in. You know what I'm saying? And if you're somebody that's doing over $500,000 in ticket sales on a 12-month running basis, then you will be enabled to be a part of that membership plan. That's only for people that can sit at that table. You got to be doing at least $500,000 or more. All right. So just keep that in mind. All right. So we're gonna focus on Cartel tonight. Like I said, that's the main play that most folks come into. Because again, if you want the list, then you would just get Connect. But that generally means you're an experienced seller. And you just want to get access to the list. So anyway, so the things that we provide to Cartel. And I like the basic kind of break it out like this. We have the plug alerts, as you see on the screen. These are resale signals and analysis from certified plugs, people like myself, Chris, and other members that we have that are already on that level of doing over $500,000 a year on a revolving basis. And so basically I created this from Forex. I used to get buy and sell signals from other traders and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, there's always opportunities out here in the ticket game. There's literally always opportunities. Like, I mean, you never can have too much money. You never have too much capital. There's always a play out here, something to invest in. So, and it's always, I'm always leaving points on the board. I'm always, I'll go in and I'll buy a 50 pack or 100 pack or a 20 pack or whatever it is. And I'll be looking at like, if I had some more capital, I'd go get those too. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to create things like plug alerts, which are basically 5 to 15-minute videos. We also provide analysis and breakdowns of things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? We give you, the strategies and all that type of stuff. We kind of break down the play for you. And if you see the play like we see it, then you can take advantage of it. You get what I'm saying? If not, you just move on. Because we drop plug alerts like every week because it's that many. We, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it works. It's just a lot of plays. So if you can you pick and choose, when you want to deploy your capital and how you want to deploy it, you know what I'm saying? So we just kind of give you the guidance. But basically, that's the situation where we end up putting money in people's pockets. Our plug alerts are pretty much, hit. They always pretty much a hit. You know what I'm saying? Very rarely do we take a loss on a plug alert. You know what I'm saying? But there are in cases that it happens. So I just want to put that out there. It's not a guarantee. Then we have the watch list. This is the list I was talking about. The watch list is basically, again, live events. They come out every week, literally every week. Live events are coming out. And so what we do is we catalog a lot of the live events, and again, a lot of stuff that we rock with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm not putting everything on that list. You know what I'm saying? We put the stuff that we rock with, and also what our members want is, want on that list as well. And so it's a list that we populate every week, and we also distribute that list on a weekly basis. It comes out generally every Sunday a.m. around 8:00. And basically this list, it has everything on it. It has the links to the box office, so you can get the tickets directly from the box office. There's links to the resale marketplaces, the secondary marketplaces. So you can reference that, because you always got to look before you cross the street. Look both ways, meaning that you got to go ahead and before you buy a ticket, you always want to see what can you get for that ticket. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a bonehead and just buy something thinking you're going to dictate how things are going to go, and you go to a marketplace realizing, oh, the market is saying this is what the price of these tickets are worth. So you can't change that. So that's why we always tell our members, that's number one. Always use that time in that checkout when they got you on that countdown. Don't panic. Use that time wisely. Go look at the secondary and see, is this something that you make sure before you close out, you know what I'm saying, that you're going in the right direction. So anyways, we have all that streamlined on the watch list, those links and stuff. We make it very simple to get access to tickets in that manner. Now, every Sunday, we host a Sunday scouting and strategy session. And this is where we kind of break down that list. So if you come to enough of these, I usually say if you come to about 4 of these, you'll know how to fish. You'll know how to hunt. You'll know how to go out here and basically buy tickets online and resell tickets. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You still got to get experience, and you still have to make sure you get your capital up. Those two things got to go hand in hand. That's how the game works. But ultimately, we're in there, literally me, Chris, oftentimes we're in there breaking it down, going through, different strategies, different setups, and even more so, we're finding plug alerts live on the event, live on the Sunday scouting and strategy sessions. You know what I'm saying? So we'll find a plug alert, and then, our members have access to it right there, or, if you can watch the playback. So I know folks go to church and stuff like that. So, we have the playbacks available and all that type of stuff. So that's the main stuff there. The other things I'll just kind of briefly highlight, we have the schools, we have courses and stuff like that. So it's not like we just bring you in and you just got to figure everything out. No, everything has already been documented. We have, tutorials, playbacks, all sorts of stuff inside of our courses. So our course catalog is very vast, and it's something that we onboard you with care. We have a chat. So we have a community. This is our go-to source for communicating news and tours. We have our own little membership, not little, but we have our own membership portal. We have chats and different rooms and all sorts of stuff like that. And then we have even add-ons. So we have the MVP. That's the most valuable plug. This is for our season ticket holders. See, season tickets unlocks a whole nother business model to the game. It's like selling concerts and comedy and festivals. That's one side of the game. Then season tickets is a whole nother side. That's why I was saying, like, if you got money, the season ticket game, no one has enough money to buy all the season tickets, because you're getting them 2 at a time. And these things cost thousands of dollars, you know what I'm saying, in most cases. So that's where a lot of the big money goes, is season tickets, but also in the concerts and everything else. Just wanted to kind of highlight that. So we have, this is an add-on, but this is something that we have where, we give you the business model. We give you all sorts of resources, plug alerts. You get MVP plug alerts, season ticket plug alerts directly for those members. And then we have, lastly, I wanted to talk about our VIP. this is a very important plug, re-release group. And this is basically, in a nutshell, you get access to re-releases as a community. So like when tickets are sold out or events are sold out, and then they drop another batch of 10, 2, 20, 100 tickets, whatever it is, you get access, you get an alert that says, hey, tickets just were dropped, and then you get to make a decision on if you want to cop them or not. You know what I'm saying? So that can be very, very lucrative because, again, I just told you, if an event is sold out and then they drop another 4 tickets, well, you get those 4 tickets, it's still, then it's back to sold out. And it's back to in your favor again. I hope you understand that. So that's kind of what's going on there. That's a way to boost your cash flow and increase profits. Now it is VIP. So that add-on price does increase because it's, like I said, it's VIP. So the more people that come in VIP, the more, you know, again, this is an exclusive element to our, this is a community within our community. So, you know what I'm saying, the more people that come in, the higher the price of the VIP goes. But regardless, the, you know what I'm saying, it all kind of covers, everything kind of covers itself. Because our situation is kind of a win-win situation, meaning that, again, we told you for every 3,000 you flipping, you should be making a band. That band should cover everything, you know, and again, you should be doing that multiple times. And that should be the goal. But that should cover, you know, dues and everything else. You should be looking at us almost how you pay like an accountant. You know what I'm saying? We pay our accountant. It's just an expense that we just kind of cover, and we make it bread. We making money. All right. And then lastly here on the screen, resources. This is the other element to the game that separates, you know, the pros from the novices, the people that are the nomads out there that maybe don't have all the resources. We've been in this game for almost a decade. We know all the resources that are out there. We got the connections, all that type of stuff. We have things like sold data, so we can see the tickets that sold, the prices they sold for, you know what I'm saying, when they sold, you know what I'm saying, how much, how many tickets, all that stuff. So that's good information, good data. So when you're buying tickets, hey, have these sold? What they sell for? You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. We have ticket counts. So when somebody say, hey, my tickets are 90% sold, I can go actually check it and go see. We go behind the scenes and go look and say, no, it's not 90% sold. They're lying. They're just trying to drive. They just trying to drive sales. Or it could be 90% sold and it's like, oh, let me go ahead and get the scraps because, you know, it's time to resell those. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a sellout and people still want to go, that's going to generally be in your favor. So a lot of different resources. Obviously, we showed you the sales tools, the point of sales and stuff like that. You know, the membership stuff. It's a whole vast, you know, we have a whole set of a bunch of resources. And that's kind of what you're buying into when you're buying into our membership program. All right.
Incredible. I got a couple of questions.
I wasn't expecting all this.
This is incredible.
It is. I wasn't expecting it to. I really, when I saw the ticket plug and just looking in there, you know, briefly and stuff, I'm just like, okay, this, I didn't know what's about selling tickets. I thought you were just the ticket plug, meaning the go-to to purchase tickets. So this is dope.
I mean, and that's what I want to make mention. We are, you know what I'm saying? Let's be very clear.
You're right.
Come to us. We have very competitive prices on our tickets. Always give us a look. In fact, I'll just go ahead and drop that now. Any of your viewers, if you want, you know what I'm saying, 10% off on our site from a purchasing side, you know what I'm saying, you want to buy some tickets off our site. Again, you're buying them from professional resellers. You know, I'm a professional reseller. We have members who are professionals. We also are connected with a whole network of other professionals. We dump our inventory together. So when you go buy tickets off of StubHub, you're just paying more than what you should be paying. You should be buying them from me. If you're buying my tickets, the black events, I want to be very clear. That's kind of generally, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be very clear. This is why it's important to know me. And so you want to use a code. You can use my family code. Is MADE5, MADEFIVE. That's also my IG page, my personal IG page. But use my family code. That'll get you some off as well. You can also use FBA, same code. So you know, I know we talk about FBA here. I'm FBA. I'm sure you guys. I'm sure you guys are as well. So so you can use that code as well. So anyways, you can buy tickets from us. But yes, but what I'm doing tonight, and what we've kind of been doing over the last couple of years is really driving the seller part, because we're on a mission to create the largest black owned operated ticket resale membership program that exists. We're coming for power. Again, we're doing this in the spirit of Powernomics. So we really are looking at mass power within the industry that we're dealing with. And again, actually, I posted a video on our Instagram page today. Just maybe it might have just been my personal page, but just showing all of the different businesses, the ticket business that are in this industry, in our industry, and how there's a great need for black owned businesses. And again, I'm talking about from the standpoint of you own your stuff. You're not under no white man. Nobody's coming to give you anything. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? You just got to come flip your bread and grow it, scale up, find ways to get more, you know, get your hands on more capital, understand the strategies, and, you know, let the system do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do is online. So, you know, I can do it here. I can do it when I travel.
Anywhere.
Right, anywhere.
From your phone.
Yep. So yeah, so what other questions before I get into the plans? I know I want to talk about that.
So a couple questions I have. I think you just answered one of them, but I was going to say, have you seen any other businesses like yours? Is this business model out there, or is this something that you created?
All right, so I've created a lot of things within the confinements of our model. Having a membership program of sellers, you know, resale tickets is not new. I can't claim and say, hey, starting a membership program with ticket resellers is new. But what I'm doing, to my knowledge, is probably new. At least at the level that I'm doing it. We're providing a lot of value. We know we're providing. That's why we're going to get to the prices and everything and kind of break down how it all kind of works. But yes, I do know of I know of some Jewish resale membership programs. And again, they don't really call it that. So it's kind of like you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you know, I don't know what they kind of call their stuff, but it's similar. You know what I'm saying? I want to say it like that. Yes, it's you know, a lot of Jewish.
They ain't got that sauce though. They ain't got that sauce.
Right.
They ain't got that FBA sauce.
Oh yeah. No.
You know how
we have something special. Oh yeah, we have something special. And guys, see, we're in the entertainment capital of the world. We dominate entertainment, and so we already know what's hot or what's going to be hot. Or you get what I'm saying? We have a good sense. Even and we have a lot of respect for our legends. You know what I'm saying? Our legends out here getting a bag, y'all. I'm talking about people I grew up listening to, 102.3, Magic back at home in Maryland, oldies and goodies. They out here getting bags. Anita's, the Jill. I mean, I don't want to throw Jill in there, but it's a lot of older some of our legends that's out here really. Smokey Robinson out here getting it, and we're getting it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting it too. We're getting it.
Right.
So.
All right, and what was the other question? So I want to know if there's another business like yours. Okay, so for people watching this who may be interested in becoming resellers, may be interested in joining the program, how much time should people be expected to dedicate to this in the beginning? You know, if somebody's working a regular 9 to 5, and you know what I'm saying, is this something they could do on the side, or is it something that you have to dedicate a lot of time to?
Oh yeah, so it's a situation where you kind of make it what it is for you. Nobody can make you go buy a ticket. It don't take no time to go buy a ticket. You just got to go click, hit the button to submit it. It creates a checkout, review the checkout, put your credit card information in. Half the time, your credit card information is already in there. You just put in the CSV or whatever it's called, CVV, whatever it's called. You put that in, and then you checking out with a ticket. And then you have to just get it listed, which means in our situation, our situation also is a job creation situation. So we have members that have started with us and now are also contracted to service the other members that are in the membership program. So we create jobs with the, you know what I'm saying, with the revenue that we generate. Right. So, and what we're doing is we're making life easier as a reseller. So when you buy a ticket, all you can do is say, hey, I just bought some Dave Chappelle Atlanta. Go ahead and re-sign those to me. And then a TOS, a ticket operations specialist, will come on and they'll go ahead and just re-sign the ticket. So they'll be in your account. And then all you have to do is set a price. Technically, all you have to do from there is just set a price and then let the sale come in. You know what I'm saying? Based on, you know what I'm saying? Obviously based on the market and stuff like that. You still have to keep an eye on it and, actually manage it. Because prices of tickets go up and down. I just told you guys about Chris Rock getting slapped or the baby getting canceled. So any of those can happen, and just, in general. So, I say all that to say, we make life easier for our resellers. The time commitment, it really just comes down to your buying power, your volume. If you're only buying, if you're coming in, you're coming in with that $3,000. You can take. We've checked out with 3,000 on an 8-pack of tickets. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce. You get what I'm saying? You can check out and put 3,000 in, and that's no time. But if you're selling, you know what I'm saying, hundreds of thousands of tickets, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of tickets, which a lot of our, which is possible, and something that I see a lot of our members are on that trajectory to doing, and some are doing already, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Then the time can go up. Most of your time really comes down to like scouting. You know what I'm saying? Sitting at home, or you know what I'm saying, on an L or whatever it is that you do. You know what I'm saying? You're just kicking it on the computer and you're looking at events. So you're on your phone, you're looking at events, and you sizing it up, because you just nobody just rushes in and deploy their capital unless they just know it's a good flip. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of still sizing it up, seeing if these tickets are good. You're comparing the prices. and that's a lot of where your time kind of goes. It's really not a huge time commitment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people give me that. They kind of give me that and say, "Oh, I don't have the time," and I just always find it kind of weird because I always feel I got all the time in the world. Like I don't do anything besides, I'm in the house with my 2 kids, wife. I'm raising my family. I don't leave the house unless I want to leave the house. I kind of control my day every day, and I'm selling millions of dollars worth of tickets. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, so people tell me they don't have no time, and I'm like, well, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always had time doing this. You know what I'm saying? Even when I
doesn't have time to make money though? Who doesn't make time to make money? Who doesn't have time to make money? I'm making time.
You'll be surprised. There's a lot of people out here that pass over opportunities repeatedly.
Wow.
And so also you said, people can do this exclusively or they can add this to an existing business. So if somebody has a business in another industry, how could they incorporate this into what they're already doing? Like say you own a barbershop.
Okay. So, in a simple form, just to be short on the answer, if you have any type of capital, you can just take that capital, go buy tickets, and then get them listed, sell them, make sure those orders fulfilled. You get paid out, and then recycle, do that over again. Do it again. Take that, get that money, get paid out, and then go buy tickets, sell them, get paid out, do it. Do it over and over. It's just that simple. Now, if you're looking for like the formal, like the business structure way of doing it, like put it in your partnership or your partnership agreement or your operating agreement, stuff like that. There's one-liners that you can put in there that can basically allow for your business to do anything. So just keep that in mind as well. You know what I'm saying? So again, I will have to go look into our stuff and see what we have in there. But to be quite honest with you, you can just start buying tickets and just selling and having that department in your business. Like create a department that you say, okay, my business has the extra 5,000, 10,000. Let me go ahead and start putting that in circulation. Now that could be you doing it. That can also be some of your team or your staff or whatever it is. You can essentially get a membership with us and then have a representative from your company be the person that is kind of like your lead in that department of flipping tickets. And it basically just kind of like almost like a de facto, what they call it, like a prop trader or something like that in like Forex and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that is basically flipping your bread for you. You know what I'm saying? But again, you would have to, that's something you have to work out on your own individual business relationship situation. We don't do that for you. We just give you the resources, provide you with all the, the game information, right? Everything. We give you everything to be successful. And so that's kind of what it is. But we can't make you do anything. We also give you coaching though. So we'll coach you and help you out, give you all the, the guidance and experience that we have to help you make the best decisions. But ultimately we do advise all of our members to get legal professionals if needed, and definitely CPA. We have a CPA that is kind of like a go-to in our membership program, but also we're also always open to bringing on another CPA. We have a client funnel, so there's others. If you know of a CPA that's really good and they would love to extend an offer to our members, again, we have a client. We're always looking for CPAs and people to do books because we're in a high transaction business, money in, money out all the time. While I'm talking right now, I can guarantee you. I don't know if I got the screen. I done made a sale. I promise you. Right. Oh yeah, there it is right there. I got 1, 2, 3, 3 sales that just been talking on the phone, just talking on the Zoom right here.
Wow.
Boom, right here. Ricky Smiley, $50 profit. Somebody just got one. Here's another one right here. Money bag, yo, finesse 2 times, $169 profit. You guys can't see that. I know I got to zoom in a little bit, but I don't want you all up in my emails. Let me get you out.
Making money while he sleep, while he talking, while he doing a godcast.
Oh yeah. Oh, while the godcast is going on. That's real talk. This is, like I said, we have something real. And so a lot of people have things where you got to go in, you got to kind of figure it all out, and it's kind of hard and challenging, and you just kind of give up. That's generally not our experience from what we've seen our members do. Our members are coming in, they may not be millionaires or even super, doing hundreds of thousands yet, but they are coming in and they're taking their 3K and they're flipping that. They're taking their 10,000, they're flipping it. They're taking their 6K, starting with 6, and then working. We have members that's gone from 2K to 6K to 20K within a span of 12 months. I'm talking about the buying power, right? Because the buying power is what matters. If you're flipping $20,000, every time you're flipping that, you should be making 5 to 6K. So if you flip that twice in a month, you should be making essentially 10 bands a month. You know what I'm saying? You could throw out a number to me. you can tell me how much you want to make in a month, and I can tell you how much buying power you pretty much need. You know what I'm saying? That's how much of an expert, I've been, and how, I kind of know what I've been doing with this thing. In terms of what, and again, these are results based on what we do. So if you come in and you stink, you know what I'm saying? We can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't, if you suck at reselling tickets, then this is not for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you are good at understanding information and understanding supply versus demand and understanding like price points and, you know what I'm saying? And that type of thing, and managing your capital, because that's we've had some members strike out, meaning they couldn't manage their capital. They got it back and they struck out. They didn't listen to the stuff we told them to do. They did their own thing and tricked it off. You know what I'm saying? People start getting drunk with the money, because the money, like I said, you put it out, it comes back, and it's a lot of money. It can get high for certain people. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely one of those dopamine situations where once you start to get your buying power up and you start to buy a lot of ticket inventory, your volume, you start to see those sales come in, and it just motivates you to continue to do it. Because, like I said, I'm sitting there talking to you guys, but the work was done. I bought the tickets, listed them up, I set the price. And I've been sitting here chilling, just waiting for a buyer, and it happens. People come and buy tickets in the United States of America. I can attest that. I don't really sell a lot internationally, but across the nation, I sell across, pretty much every state. We're in the entertainment capital of the world. It's a beautiful thing. Right. FBA, by the way, we kind of lead that. Right.
Of course. So, what about international tickets? Do you guys do international tickets or only in the U.S.?
Well, I like to keep things real simplistic. Especially ever since the pandemic and everything, the ticket bear market, as I like to say, the apocalypse, I like to keep things simple. I don't do anymore. I don't mail tickets. I used to do that. I used to get the paper tickets and go to this UPS and mail them off. I don't do that. I don't do wristbands. So a lot of festivals I don't sell. I don't do. I'm sorry. What was your question? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So do you guys do international sales?
International.
As well?
I don't do international because of the currency conversion. I don't like to waste time. Don't even have to do all that with the money. And so I kind of don't even deal with that. Also, I'm not well versed in what's popping on international basis. And so that would mean that I would have to spend a lot of time really focusing more on the fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Looking at, it's a setup. It's a certain way we do things. You know what I'm saying? You do A, B, C. All right, check. This looks good. That type of thing. So I would have to focus more on that than kind of, sometimes you have an instinct like that money bag finesse 2 times. I'm into hip hop. I kind of know what's shaking. I kind of know what people want. I kind of know I don't know, where was that? Was that a Memphis sale? That was a Fort Worth, Texas. I know the market in Fort Worth, Texas. I don't know the market, outside of outside maybe another country. You know what I'm saying? So that's something you have to learn. And I don't like to overcomplicate it. It ain't that you don't got to do all that. Right. You get what I'm saying? We got our playground here is enough to play, and there's a lot of opportunity. Like I said, I go to a conference every year. It's called the World Ticket Conference, and there's thousands, hundreds and thousands of other sellers, other people in there. They're doing millions. A lot of those businesses are in there doing millions. They're in the industry. They're just not black. Most of them just aren't black. And so you can't tell me we don't have those same opportunities. We just got to tap into it, and that's the key. A lot of folks just don't know about this opportunity. It's right underneath your nose, but you just don't know about how all kind of come together. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to bring it to the community, and so folks can get out here and jug, as we like to say.
All right. So since this is the FBA Dallas Expo Vendors Edition, I also want to kind of roll back to your experience at the FBA Dallas Expo. How did that go for you? Where were you located, up or downstairs? Tell us about your experience.
All right, so our experience was, I say overall, was a good experience. It was a great experience. I had no problem with the expo. We were in the VIP room on the first floor. Probably wasn't the best arrangement for us in terms of our location, but we did speak to a lot of folks. Our marketing game was not up to snuff. I'll own that. I don't think it was up to snuff in terms of the follow through and the execution compared to InvestFest. We just did InvestFest a week ago. And we got a lot of people that are interested, a lot of applications, a lot of interest, and we got a lot of work to do because we got to sift through everything. FBA Expo, we did make a lot of connections. It was really, really good for us because it was our first time stepping out in the public because everything else we've been doing has just been online, promoting through our social media. Family, friends, and frat was kind of how I started. A lot of the Noops, shout out to the Noops, you know what I'm saying, our in the membership program, that type of thing. And so, all right.
I got one question, and then I want you to get into your membership, all that stuff. But have you guys partnered with any like radio stations for like giveaways and stuff like that? When they do stuff like that, can they get tickets from you guys?
No, we haven't done any partnerships. You know, again, another thing to our business that I want a lot of people to look at as a positive sometimes, because everybody wants to be on the stage, and the stage is not always the best way to kind of go about it. It's not meant for everybody. To see it, that stage comes with a lot of pressure. That attention comes with a lot of pressure. I'm not actually somebody that is super interested in being famous. I'm actually just trying to get results and get things done. You know what I'm saying? Get things churning. I like walking into the room knowing I'm making millions and nobody know. I mean, I know I'm saying it now on YouTube, so geez, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all ain't gotta come. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I'm still broke. I'm still.
I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
You gotta understand. But I kind of like that element of it where you can kind of. That's what our business affords. You can, again, there's thousands of businesses that are doing this, and a lot of you all don't know any of them. But you buy tickets from StubHub. You buy tickets from, Game Time. Vivid Seats. StubHub, and that's really all you kind of need to know. What we do is we use their marketing. What we do is we use their marketing, and we give them a cut. We give them a piece. That's why our community is really good, because the more volume you're doing, the less of the seller fees are on those marketplaces. So we have discounted seller fees that you probably can't get starting out. You know what I'm saying? So that's another element to the group economics piece, that why we like to do this as a group, because the more and more we do as a group, the more our volume grows, the lower our rates are on StubHub, on Game Time, that type of thing. So we like using their marketing, giving them a little piece, and then taking the bulk share of the revenue, which is kind of the opposite of what they usually do to us. They usually hire one Negro, go out here, be the face, tap dance, whatever. You the man. We highlight you. You bring us the clientele. We keep the bulk of the money and just give you the crumbs. That's generally kind of their business model. Wow. We kind of now flipped it and kind of use theirs and just give them a something, and and we kind of just operate and do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't just sell tickets. We also manage capital. So that means that we also encourage reinvesting those profits either in the business or in other assets. You know what I'm saying? I have a cryptocurrency membership program that I've been running. I've been in crypto for almost 8 years. Having, like I said, a large cryptocurrency portfolio. And a lot of my profits from selling tickets over the last decade have gone to crypto. You know what I'm saying? You talking to somebody that saw Bitcoin at 1,000, Ethereum under $13, Litecoin at $3, Chainlink at 20 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been there this whole time. And that's kind of what we've been doing. We've been taking our profits, buying stocks, buying real estate, buying crypto. You know what I'm saying? We don't just do just tickets. And that's something we promote as well, being financially responsible with your capital.
Man. All right. Tell us about the plans, man.
All right. So in a nutshell, I kind of told you guys exactly what we have with our plans. I kind of broke them down, so I don't have to go too deep into them. Again, connect us if you want to sell tickets like us. And so basically get access to the membership portal, business development, and cultural resources. But the main thing is that live events watch list. That list that we populate is a catalog, hundreds, thousands of events. And we keep issuing that every week. All right. So that's just what that is. Now, the most popular plan, the plan you want to most likely want to take a look at and give a hard look at if you're interested is the cartel. Again, it does have membership dues. Those dues are $400 a month. All right. And the way our business model is set up, and again, my bad, Connect is $500 a month. Cartel is $400 a month, and Certified is $300 a month. And the way our business model is set up is that you can save a couple of months if you want to do the annual plan. So that's kind of how our business model is structured. All right. Now, again, don't let that sticker shock fool you. We're not selling you something that's going to expire on you. We're selling you something that is going to hopefully empower you to go ahead and make more. Again, for every $3,000 you're flipping, you should be making a stack. So that should be covering your dues just off that single flip. You know what I'm saying? And again, you should be targeting the mission is to scale up your buying power, the money that you have under your control that you're flipping. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to produce more profits for you. You know what I'm saying? The more you flip it. All right. So just keep that in mind. Seller fees. There's a seller fee. So for every sale, there is a seller fee of 2%. Now, again, remember I told you, we as a community have discounted seller fees on the resale marketplaces. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where we can still make up. We get those fees, but we can still make that up. Because if you were to start on your own, most likely you're going to come in at a seller fee on some of these secondary marketplaces at around 15%. We're underneath that. A lot of our marketplaces, we're underneath 10%. You know what I'm saying? 8%, 5%. We're looking at one marketplace. We're going to be hitting 4%. You know what I'm saying, this year. So that's been pretty cool going into next year, 2024. So the point is that again, the seller fee is what it is. We also have incentives on that to lower that based on your sales. Again, we come with the plug alerts, the chats, pre-sale, on-sale resources. Because we didn't even talk about how do we buy tickets, because there's so many ways we buy tickets. It's literally so many ways to skin a cat, as I like to say. Is ridiculous. There's a lot of ticket buying and selling resources you get, education, and also access to the sales tool and stuff like that. And so with our sales tool, you're going to get your own account. You have your own sovereignty. So you get your tickets in there. You know what I'm saying? You can manage. No one else can change your price or nothing like that. You can manage all your stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Your sales and everything is all sovereign to your business. You know, your dashboard, it reflects your you know, what your numbers are and all that stuff. Everything is custom, is right there for your business. So that's the cartel. And then again, if you're certified, that's somebody you're already selling tickets, and we can vet you, and we can see that you're doing over $500,000. You can sit at our table. Then you can get in that certified plan. All right. So that's what we have. Now we do have, again, if you were at InvestFest or FBA Expo, the way we kind of operate our business, we like to talk to you in person, get a feel for you. Again, we protect our community. We're not out here just trying to get any and everybody to come in. That's not what we're doing here. Right. We got to put a gate around this. So we do this in a way where we're equal opportunity. We don't discriminate, nothing like that. But we do have to vet you and make sure that you're somebody that's going to be good for the community. Because we want to know what you're going to bring to the community, as well as not just take what you're going to extract from it. Because we know what we have. So just being honest in that manner. We do have I'll do this. Because if you're at the FBA Expo, we gave you a special offer. That is a special offer that you would have used. All right. We like to give those offers in person. So we did one at the InvestFest. But because we're on this podcast, I'll do one for this one. The code is going to be plug podcast. And again, our applications is right here. This next button on the thetickettrap.com. Once you've gone through all the information, you want to hit next and begin the application process. It's very simple. The application takes 5 to 10 minutes. You got to put an app in. We have people signing up at InvestFest on the spot. So that's how quick you can do it, just so people know. We got a lot of applications from InvestFest. The business information, once you get past that page, it's going to add the membership information form. You select the plan you're interested in, and then you use the code. This code is only for the cartel and the certified plans. Only for the cartel and the certified plans, not the Connect and not cartel light. We have a light plan where you can get in. It's more so for like college students, or like if you want to get dip your feet into it. We have a plan for that. That's $250 a month, by the way, or $2,500 a year. That's cartel light, but it's a higher seller fee. So it's 3% instead of 2%. So keep that in mind. It's a higher seller fee. Anyways, once you go to that, once you put your application in and you get to that part where it asks you for the promo offer, you can go ahead and put plug podcast. That's all capital letters, plug, PLUG podcast. All capital letters, all one word. And that will get you 10% off. So that'd be a 10% off offer. So you can get in for about $360 a month or $3,600 a year. And that's what we're looking at for the cartel. And that's what we got. That's what we have there for you. Like I said, we kind of know our work. We know the situation that we got. And we're looking forward to folks, if you're interested, applying, putting that application in. And then just to kind of take it a step further so that you are aware, we have, because we do things where we have an open and closing situation. We're not always accepting new members. We're not always accepting new intake. So right now we're in a new intake period right now. Again, we were just at InvestFest, so it's kind of just winging off of that. Applications are due the 17th. So September the 17th, Sunday the 17th of September at by 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So we get to the 18th. Application statuses will be going out. That's going to begin the process of where applicants will either be accepted, rejected, or waitlisted into our membership program. All right, and then we start to onboard those members. We start that process on the 25th. Because again, we bring you in with care. We make sure that you are already, we set you up to succeed. The goal is for everyone to become professionals at some level, whether that's you doing it on a part-time basis or on a full-time basis, still operating as a professional. We have structure, we have strategies, we have everything you need to succeed, all the tools, resources. You just got to apply yourself and make good sound decisions with your capital. At the end of the day, I can't control if you go out and spend all your money on something that just doesn't make any sense. I can't control that. You can't stop it.
Right.
but that's our schedule right there. So just want to make sure that it's clear. Use that code plug podcast if you are on your application. We have a referral situation as well. So you can write in the podcast. So write in Godcast if you like. To let us know that it was we got it from you all, so that we can give you some priority. Anybody that's watching this, we're going to give you guys some sort of priority when it comes to when we're doing our reviews. But again, we're rocking and rolling, closing up shop on the 17th, and then 18th we're going to be putting out statuses and stuff like that. And look, if you're waitlisted, we got a lot of applicants. We have to do this in a way where we have to be called. See, you guys gotta understand. I'm crazy. I'm creating competitors. I want those row A's just like you want those row A's. You know what I'm saying? See, we have a thing called, I have a term I created called ticket real estate. All right, that's basically where your tickets are in relation to the stage, and also the price point, taking an assessment of the price point of those tickets. So a row A oftentimes is more valuable than a row Z or a row M, and that's kind of almost ticket resale common sense, but that's just what it is. And so understand that at the end of the day, row B, C, D, and E, they all sell as well. So that's why I'm crazy enough to create something like this for our community and for those that are interested. But keep in mind, that is what we're doing. There is a competitive element to this. We are in a healthy competition situation. We move in as a tribe, but we all still competing. We're trying to get our tickets off. It's a whole situation. So just keep that in mind, that's what we got going on.
What else can we say? I mean, it's a one-stop shop. We have coaching, right? You have the coaching element to it, for the inexperienced people. There's inexperience with trading because this is a form of trading. So, and as well as your advanced, the people that are very, very much experienced. So definitely check it out if this is something that you are interested in, new or intermediate. Check out the Ticket Plug right now.
Everywhere, right? And to let everybody know where they can follow you or your website, all of that stuff again.
Okay, so again, thank you all. I appreciate it. It was great to be on the call. I always enjoy bringing the opportunity to the right spaces. Again, we're not interested in taking this everywhere. This is not one of those situations. Right. We pick and choose our spots because we understand what we have and we have to put a fence up. We are disciples, or we're students of the Powernomics regime. What I'm saying? I really do believe in Powernomics, and that's something that we stand up and we're about. So again, if you're in alignment with that, then this may be the tribe for you. If you're not, this is not the tribe for you. Just want to be very clear. If you're not in alignment with that. Also, again, one of our missions is helping to close the racial wealth gap. All right. So in doing that, we need spaces like this where we know this is an empowerment piece. You can come in and this could potentially change your life depending on what your life is, how your life is structured. We have to protect things like this. And so again, I'm not saying that I say all that to say we don't discriminate. We will happily take in minorities. We will happily take in minorities and diversify, diversify our tribe, but just understand you're in a black space, which is the majority over here. And that's kind of how we're moving. All right. Now you can find me. You can find our business on Instagram at the Ticket Plug. It's a lot of fake ones out there. So it's at the Ticket Plug. All right. You can check out some of our results, our member results. We post those on his own page. That's at Ticket Trap. So that's at Ticket Trap. Ticket and then the word trap, TRAP. All right. Ticket Resale and Profit. That's the acronym that we go by with Trap. And so you can check that out. If you're interested in following me, I'm at Made5, MADEFIVE, a little more radical. I have my own political views and stuff like that. But that's what it is there. And the main, like I said, if you're interested in buying tickets, go to theticketplug.com, use the code FBA. We'll give you some plug loves. We like to say, take care of you. That's what we do. We guarantee everything that we have. We got the plug guarantee on the site. Check it all out there. If you're interested in selling tickets 100% online and generating profit income on a consistent basis, go to thetickettrap.com, which is on our website, but go to thetickettrap.com. That'll take you to our landing page. And on there, you'll find more information about our business model, what we're offering, and also you can go ahead and put in your application in, because again, applications are due on the 17th, and then we'll be bringing in a new batch of members, and we'll welcome them in. And we do things on we do things in a scientific manner. We understand that this is probably going to be, if you're interested in doing this, this is probably a really, really good time to come in because you're going into Q4, you're going into that holidays deal season. And again, we didn't talk about how to buy tickets. I know we wrapped up. I know I got to shut it down, but we didn't even talk about like how do we even buy tickets. Oftentimes, I'll just give you this nugget. I love deals. I love deals. I love when I see something at 30% off. What we trying to get? We trying to get 20, 30%. I love when I see a 50% off. What we trying to get? We just trying to get a 20, 30. So when we get, and that's how I told you, we be getting over that. And a lot of times it's from the deals or it's from the good ticket real estate. They're having that premium ticket real estate or really having something that's super undervalued. But again, we ain't got to get into all that. We have a playback. If you're really interested, go watch the Q&A on the tickettrap.com. Go watch that playback, and we take a deep dive into everything. And yeah, it's an opportunity for you if you're interested. And it was a pleasure being here. A pleasure spreading the gospel of reselling tickets because, like I said, we have something real people, real profit.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, I'm not going to let you go that easy. I'm not sure if you watched the show before, and since we are winding it up, I always like to end with 2 questions.
Okay, let's do it.
What does freedom and power mean to you?
All right, so freedom and power. So freedom's along the spectrum. Let's just first say that there's no such thing as like almost absolute freedom, and then there's almost no such thing as being completely unfree. Because you still got your mind. So it's a spectrum, basically. It's a spectrum that I think we all should be working towards getting to, achieving the highest sense of freedom. At the end of the day, I'm one of those people that believe I know we are. We're in a system of captivity at the end of the day. Go back and go look through history and you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. If you don't know history, then that probably shocks you. But you are in a system of captivity in some format. And so again, freedom is a spectrum. All right, now power is something that as again, FBA, as Black folks here in America, we have to go after power. Right now, that's a lot of what I see. I mean, racism is a power construct amongst groups. We already know that. Go read Powernomics. Go read Black Label White Wealth by Dr. Clark Anderson. Go check out Treat. Go check out. It's so much content you can get into that. So power is a situation where this is why we're building things like the EPOP or our private ticket resale membership program. We're going after power in the industry. We're aggregating our businesses. We're creating businesses and then strengthening them up and aggregating them so that we can come in and make moves. Because ultimately, power is basically being able to make moves against the opposition's will. Just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Whether the opposition wants to hold you down or stop you or not, you're still able to hit a blitzkrieg. It just steamroll. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, that's what we're coming to do. We're coming to change the game, change our industry, and like I said, change even the outlook. You know what I'm saying, on terms of what ticket resale is. So again, power. That's kind of what it means. And I think under the sound of my voice, every Black person that's out there, you should be focused on that. Don't take the carrot. I was the token Negro. If any of my old employees or coworkers ever see, I knew I was a token Negro. That's why I had to leave. That's why I had to leave and escape the corporate plantation. And build a life for myself, my family, that my children can be proud of as well. And again, nothing's wrong with having a job. If you love your job, I don't do job shaming because your job is needed to flip. You need capital to flip at the end of the day. So I don't job shame. But what I'm saying is when we're talking about freedom and power, it's different. It's levels to it. It's levels to it at different, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's a spectrum. And you have to find where do you belong along that spectrum. And I feel that we belong at the highest point because we put in the work. We built this country. We built everything that we see today. We are the cultures we know, and so we really have to put ourselves in position to be what we've been destined to be, and that's at the top of that freedom and power list. You know what I'm saying, or whatever spectrum as you want to say, as I want to say.
Great answer, great responses to both of those. And again, man, thank you for coming on to the Godcast. Appreciate your energy. Appreciate the information. Just you having the wherewithal to even put this together, you know what I'm saying, and build what you have built. You should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Like just the layout of the website, all the different aspects of the business, everything. I'm like, there's no holes that I can see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And as you speaking and breaking this thing down, I'm analyzing everything and I'm looking for, but what about this and what about that? And
but there's none of that.
None of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Good. That's good to hear.
This is man. I'm impressed. And
Another
so
one for the books.
I gotta throw you on the Summer Jam screen, Black man.
Yep.
And right now, you got the microphone. The entire Black community is listening. What parting words would you like to leave us with tonight?
All right. So, I've said a lot, so I'm not even going. I ain't got to go too hard with it. Basically, what I'll say is, get out here and get the building. So you got to build something. You got to start where you are, and you got to get going. I don't think, again, I know what we have is not for everybody, but it's for somebody. So if it's something of interest, definitely go to thetickettrap.com, check out what we built. But again, there's other folks out here that are doing amazing things, that are doing other things. If you want to go out here and pursue that, whatever it is, get focused and build, because we have purpose. And I think that's the thing that a lot of us don't realize, because maybe, whether it's our upbringing or the environment or whatever it is, whatever thing we want to say, a lot of us don't realize we really do have purpose. Again, I just told y'all we're in a system of captivity. I don't care how you slice it. You can say what you want. If you just look at history from a context of who's running things, who's not, you're in a system of captivity. And again, one of the things that we have to do is to focus on building structures, building systems, building operations, things of that sort. That's going to allow for us to get to that spectrum of power and freedom that we desire and that we deserve. And so just wanted to put that out there to remain focused. Also, lastly, and I always got to say this, is to stay on code. And the code is Black empowerment. So when you do things out here, do it on code. If it's something that's going to hurt the group, then maybe you shouldn't do it. If it's something that you can put together that can help the group or be a benefit or an add, then maybe that's something you should pursue. So always remember that the code is Black empowerment. And I'm not talking about empowerment from the standpoint of what feels good and dancing and all that other stuff. I'm talking about actually and being empowered to actually go out here and make moves against the opposition when there's opposition. You know what I'm saying? To go ahead and do all that type of stuff. So I'm done. I can keep going on and on and on. But it's been, like I said, it's been great, great night and a great opportunity to share and to bring this to your audience.
We do appreciate you coming on tonight. And thank you for your wifey in the chat. She's been holding her down.
Oh, my mom's in here as well. Shout out to my mom.
Hey,
Mom, I love you. I didn't know he was going to be on here.
Is that your mom, Crystal?
Yeah, Crystal Price. Yeah, she's my mom, and she's one of our members too.
She's
one of our members. She be in there jerking as well.
Godspeed to your moms, man. Appreciate you listening in.
Yes, indeed.
Man, incredible, man. Incredible. I'm going to watch the replay on this.
Yeah, of course.
Probably going to be hitting you up, bro.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We gotta talk. But yeah. Anything else before we go, Nice T?
Obviously, Sunday. Make sure you guys tune in on Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is our current events show where we talk about important topics as it pertains to Black society. And of course, we'll have another guest next Wednesday, another FBA Expo alumni. So make sure you're tuned in next week for our other guests. Same time, same channel. Make sure you're also subscribed to the channel. Make sure you have hit the notification bell so that you are notified each and every time Sincere and I go live or when he goes live. Because as you guys know, he has his Decoded series where he breaks down the lyrics of the Master's Table album. Not sure if he's done with that yet. If you have not seen it, if you haven't seen it, then I recommend that you go back and check out the replay because, a lot of times we don't get to hear that from artists, break down the lyrics, what they were meaning by that, or, why did you come up with that? So he does a great job of breaking down the lyrics of the Master's Table album. He has a few artists that were featured on the album. So make sure you guys are checking that out as well.
All right. And so that does it, fam, for today's episode of the Black Business Showcase right here on Sincere Love the Godcast. I want to thank our guests one more time. Thank everybody who's tuning in. You're watching this on a replay. Leave us some comments in the comment section. Make sure you guys follow our guests. Follow us. I'm at Sincere Love the God on all social media platforms. Nicety Girl with the number 1 on Instagram without the number 1 on Twitter. And I had the what's names up here for my brother, but they inside the chat. The Ticket Plug.
Yeah. At the Ticket Plug, at Ticket Trap. At Made 5, but yeah, just go to those the Ticket Plug and at Ticket Trap, and you guys will see everything. It's all right there.
There you go, right there. All right, cool. And so remember, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. With that being said, we are out of here. Peace and Black love.
Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind.
Listen.